we are on the air. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the show that makes a jumpy house look like a death trap. This is the Sports Box, where the only opinion that matters. It's right here. I am Mike Galetta, a.k.a. Hamilton Mike, along with my partner, Brian the Ranger Retard. Who'd you have move my thing?
I had it moved. For my personal safety.
That's alright, it's just building up. One of these days I'm just going to go ape shit and start flipping shit all over the place. Maybe even you.
Can you not?
Oh, God. Anyway, today we're going to talk about the Western Conference preview for the NHL. Brian, I think we're on kind of the same page for the Central.
Close, yes.
Close, which is surprising this year. We've been touching on both. So I like the Minnesota Wild to take the Central again. You know, they got a good goaltender in
Devin
Dubnyk. Excuse me. Devin Dubnyk. You know, the Suter thing hasn't worked out really well, but I think Minnesota's a solid team, scrappy team. I think they're fine.
No, I think they're very talented. You know, I think that they were helped last year by the emergence of Eric Stahl, for sure. They were able to keep some of their guys from the expansion draft. I mean, you got to like what you see out of Minnesota. I agree. I feel as though they will also win this division and end up with a high seed there. I think where the differences start is, you know...
Number two,
yeah. So I think we both have Nashville as a playoff team. I think you have them 2 and I have them 3.
Correct.
I still like the St. Louis Blues. I really like their offseason. I mean, I think they gave up a little too much to your Flyers to get Brayden Schenn.
You look at Schenn deal, don't you?
But it was a good addition for them because they need some power play help. You know, they lost Kevin Shattenkirk, but whatever. I think they'll be fine. I just think that they're still a very talented team. I could see them stick where they are.
Well, I think they did a lot of off-season cleaning with that team, especially Mike Fisher retiring. Some guys out of there all from different places, but I still think they could be number 2 seed. Number 3, I like Dallas. You talk about the goaltender Ben Bishop in the off-season. Here's a Dallas team that was on the cusp. I think they just need an extra goaltender. And we had talked about it on one of the shows. You talk about Lettinen, and you talk and in the Emmy, you know, making... What was it, like $8 million for 2 goaltenders?
I think it was about $13 million.
I mean, that's unbelievable. Now you bring in Bishop, who is the one goaltender who's going to play. I think it gets it done for him.
Well, I think you finally have some answers as to who the number 1 is.
Yeah.
I think when you have 2 goalies, you have no goalies. So for me, you know, again, I like their offseason. I think they drafted well. They brought in Alexander Radulov from Montreal. That was a nice addition to that team. Patrick Sharp should be healthy this year. I like Jason Spezza. I just like their team. I mean, it's coming down to Tyler Seguin. They're gonna go as far as he takes them, but I think that they addressed the goaltending hole in a nice way.
I believe Patrick Sharp went back to Chicago.
Did he? You know what? You might be right.
I think it. Whoa!
You might be right.
We got that on camera.
Okay, great. First time for everything.
I'm going to re-clip that, and it's going to be beautiful. Number 4 in the division, I'm going to take St. Louis Blues. I think they're a good playoff team. I am not as high on them as Brian is. I think they did some nice things in the offseason. Schenn will blend in good with them. I think they're fine. And I think Allen and goal is fine for them.
Well, our top 4 is our top 4. And we both have 4 teams coming into the playoffs from this division.
Yep.
Where we both agree, and here's the shocker.
Wow.
We both have the Chicago Blackhawks out of the postseason.
Well, look what happened last year. They showed last year that they're on the way down.
Didn't win a game.
No, because, again, here's a team that doesn't make big moves, doesn't have a lot of youth movement, a lot of the same players, a lot of the
money,
a lot of the same fake. Guess what, folks? One of these years, it's going to go boom. It's going to have to change.
The big trade in the offseason was for the Panarin Saad deal. I think that was a bit of I don't know that they got the better end of it.
Yep.
I gotta be honest with you. I like Artemi Panarin a lot. I think him and Kane had great chemistry.
Yep.
And I know that they missed Saad, but I don't know that I would trade Panarin for Saad. And I know that's what they did. I like Brandon Saad. I like Panarin a little better. We both agree Winnipeg still can't get their shit figured out.
And did you know 39% of Winnipeg is crime-ridden?
Dude,
that's unbelievable.
The amount of hate mail we get from Winnipeg.
Oh my God! Yeah, all one person home. So yeah, we have Winnipeg at the bottom. We have, I think we both agree, Colorado. They still stink too. Yeah, and the Rangers don't open up against them, don't they?
They should win that game.
It's like Florida State playing Mercer.
So I guess
we're the Citadel.
You got to play your schedule.
Oh my God! Stop.
So to summarize, I have the Wild winning the Central. I have the Blues in 2nd, Nashville in 3rd, Dallas in 4th as a wild card, and then Chicago, Winnipeg, Colorado.
I have the Minnesota Wild, the Nashville Predators, Dallas Stars, St. Louis Blues out, but in that 4th spot to get the wild card. Chicago Blackhawks, Winnipeg Crime-Ridden Winnipeg, and Colorado Avalanche. And now, so we don't overload you with any hockey knowledge, let's have a word from our sponsor.
This episode of the Sports Box is brought to you by Mic'd Up Entertainment and DJ Mike Velardi. For all of your event planning needs, make sure you contact Mike at 609-864-5925 and tell him that you saw him on the Sports Box.
And there you go.
So let's, Brian, kick it off.
Pacific Division. Love Anaheim. Love them last year. Love them this year.
Wow.
I have them winning that division.
Wow. Okay, sorry. That was the guy over there. I'm sorry.
Is that a controversial?
No, somebody over there said something. I don't know.
Anaheim. I don't think Anaheim's any worse than they were last year. Love that team. I know where you're going with this. Go ahead.
There's a guy in the division called Connor McDavid.
I understand.
Who is an absolute monster. So I am having the Edmonton Oilers as to win this division. They should have went a little further than they did last year, but in the same sense, they are a young team. This year's one more together. Your ex-goalie in goal.
I know Cam Talbot well.
Cam Talbot.
Here's the problem for Edmonton. As crazy as this sounds, I think their window is really small to win. Because you got McDavid's huge deal.
Yeah.
Dreisaitl's huge deal. Like, as far as keeping a team together with this money, I don't necessarily.
Well, obviously, you keep Connor McDavid. I mean, you got to. You got to make some. Like Lucic will come off the books in a couple of years or a year or two. You got guys like that. You'll make some moves. Edmonton will be fine. I haven't won a division. Second place, like Brian, I have Edmonton in that spot or Anaheim in that spot. I think
top two.
I think Anaheim is fine. They've always been there. They still have a lot of solid players on their team. They still have a little issue in goal, but I don't think it's.
I like their goaltending. I think they're a team it's a tough place to play in Anaheim. Yeah. Now, I think where the differences start for us is I have the Kings here in the third spot.
Oh, God.
I know you disagree immensely.
Oh, yeah. I think the Kings take a big step back this year.
I don't know. I just think the Kings had some injuries last year they couldn't really overcome. They just missed the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think they return to their... No, I'm not saying they're going to go anywhere once they get to the playoffs, but I think that they solidify themselves back in that three-hole in the Pacific.
I have the San Jose Sharks. I think the Sharks, even though they got rid of Patrick Merlot, got rid of a lot of their veteran talent they've hung on to for years, they made a lot of nice off-season moves. Goaltending stable, it's fine. I think the Sharks can make a little bit of a run.
I have the Sharks in the playoffs. I have them as the number one wild card in that fourth spot there. Mm-hmm. And then I think here's where a lot of things we disagree.
Oh yeah, we fall off the planet here. Go ahead.
So I'll just go through mine and then let you go through yours.
Okay.
And then we'll summarize. Calgary missed the playoffs last year, but I mean, they made it last year. I think they take a step back this year. Mm-hmm. They didn't really play very well in the playoffs once they got there. I just think that they're not the same team that they were. I like Arizona's offseason. They added Eric Stepan, who I know very well.
Yep.
I like that. And I think that Vegas in their first season finishes ahead of a really just awful team in Vancouver.
Wow.
They are terrible.
So I have Arizona in that fourth spot, the wild card. I think Arizona did take a little bit of a step up this year. I think they're going to be okay. Goaltending problems, but I think they'll be fine. Arizona's 4. I do agree with you. I think Calgary is the number 5 team in there. I think Calgary is kind of a fluctuating team back and forth in that spot. Maybe they're 4, maybe they're 5. I think they're 5 this year, even though Johnny Gaudreau probably have a good year again this year. I just think the loss of Brian Elliott's going to hurt them a little bit. But in the same sense, they added Mike Smith, so that their goaltending problems are fine. I think the LA Kings go to the 6th spot. I think the Kings take a step back. Wasn't a big fan of the Kings last year. I know Quick was hurt last year, but in the same sense, I think they do take a step back. Do you agree?
No. I had the Kings in the playoffs. So,
okay. All right. All right, so suck it. So, and then I have the Las Vegas Golden Knights at number 7, and yes, we both agree, god-awful Vancouver team. God-awful. They are terrible. Is Ryan Miller out of there? Or does he have one more year of misery there?
I don't think he's there anymore.
I think he's
God forbid. I mean, that team's just
misery.
They made just some horrible decisions.
Yep.
So to summarize my Pacific Division, I have Atlanta. Oh my God.
Oh.
I have Anaheim.
The Thrashers.
Do you remember Atlanta lost Super Bowl? I have Anaheim winning the Pacific Division. Edmonton 2nd, LA 3rd. I have the Sharks in there as a wild card at 4, and then Calgary, Arizona, Vegas, and Vancouver.
I like that you slid that right in there. That was nice.
Remember this?
No, Atlanta. So I have the Edmonton Oilers, the Anaheim Ducks, the San Jose Sharks, the Arizona Coyotes. I have the Calgary Flames, the LA Kings, the Las Vegas Golden Knights, and those terrible Vancouver Canucks.
They're so bad.
You know how bad they are?
How bad are they?
Them in Boston, I can't wait to see that game. That might be total.
Another
run there might be 1.
You know what? Just to think they were the 2011 finals together.
Oh my God! Who scores in that game? Actually, that game might be 7-7.
I don't think Boston's as bad as you do, but
Boston blows.
I don't like them.
Tuukka blows. Anyway, thank you for watching the Western Conference NHL. Did you know Atlanta? sorry.
That's my line.
That gets old.
I don't take your lines.
No, I know. You just produce the show.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. We appreciate it. You know where we get always good content here.
Absolutely. Again, we're previewing all the NHL. We did the Western Conference, the Eastern Conference is out there as well. Make sure you find us on Twitter and Facebook at Sportsbox Show. We do some live content on Facebook. Make sure you follow us there. And of course, you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We definitely appreciate it.
On live, Brian has a smaller head on live TV, so keep an eye on it.
It's true.
It is beautiful.
Because I can't. Well, no. Actually, I'm also a little fatter on.
Well, no, you know how
I can't edit myself.
You know how camera adds to your body weight. Well, live shots shrink his head, so it's a beautiful thing.
I have a big head.
You keep an eye out. It's great. It's great head content. Anyway, thank you for watching. We appreciate it. And remember, at the Sports Box, the only opinion that matters.
It's right here.
Oh my God! It's so right here. I can just taste it right now. See you. 1, 2, 3.
Don't forget to subscribe.